Hello music lovers, thought I'd do a quick video on how to set up a jazz bass. First, let's have a quick word from our sponsor.
Hey folks, Tommy Hair Metal here for Expensive AF Pedals. We go back in time to source the original parts from the original manufacturer so they sound even better than the originals. Plug into one and your friends will say, "Hey man, is that an expensive AF pedal?" You betcha bro, you betcha.
We begin by checking the neck relief for the amount of bow in the neck. You need a capo or someone to assist you by holding down the string at the first fret. Then you hold down the string at the last fret. And then at the 8th fret, using a set of feeler gauges like for a car. If you have an uncle or a granddad that works on cars, you can borrow those from him. Then you want to measure the amount of relief on the E string. You want the feeler gauge to fit into the string without actually moving the string. If there's too big of a gap, it needs to be adjusted, or you need a larger feeler gauge. If you need to adjust the actual neck relief, using the correct size Allen wrench, make very small adjustments, 1/8 turn at a time. They should turn fairly easily. Never force a truss rod. If it feels like it's not turning, don't make the adjustment. Take it to a luthier. If the neck is too flat, you just need to loosen it. And if the neck has too much bow in it, you tighten it. And again, don't force a truss rod. So then you want to check your measurement again. And as you see, here we go. Got a pretty good adjustment. Next, we set the string height or the action. Now, basically, there's no hard and fast rules for this. These are good starting points. If you play aggressively or play slap and pop, you'll want to use the higher settings. If you play fast and have a pretty flat fretboard, you can go with lower settings. If you need to raise your strings, always be sure to detune the guitar some. It puts a lot of stress on them at on the actual saddle if you don't. And then you just adjust the Allen wrench and check your measurement again. And then move on to the high side of the guitar. We are on the G string. And again, like I said, higher settings for more aggressive or slap kind of playing. And you can set it much lower if you play fast or have lighter strings. I like to use a string radius gauge to set the height on the other two strings, but if you don't have one, you can simply set the strings by measuring their heights and setting them at intervals between the other two. And with the gauge, you just don't want them to ring out when you plug them. Next is setting the intonation. For this, you'll need a digital tuner. So you basically pick the string on an open note and bring it up to tune, then fret it at the 12th fret and see if it's flat or sharp. So if it's flat at the 12th fret, you adjust the saddle towards the neck using a screwdriver or an Allen wrench, depending on which type of saddle screws you have. And if it's sharp, you adjust it the other way. And you'll have to retune the guitar and check again. And you'll have to repeat for all the strings. Last, we adjust the pickup height. So basically, you fret the guitar at the last fret, and then measure from the top of the pole piece to the bottom of the string. And then also with a pickup height, you can set it to the measurements, but then you also want to play it with it connected to an amplifier. And if it seems too quiet or too loud, adjust it accordingly, up or down, to get a little further, a little closer to the strings. Well, there you go. That's how to set up your jazz bass. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you again next time.